Greetings and welcome to SmartWatchTix.com. We've got BlitzWolf back with us today, and they've got an interesting new watch. It's called the S3. It's actually a lot longer name than that, and we'll show you in a minute. But first, let's open the box and take a quick look at it. A user's manual gets us into it, and the watch itself, well, it's a big one. And it's a rugged one, and it's 5 ATM waterproof. It's pretty amazing. Look at the back on this. Look at the way they've actually embossed, I guess, the back plate on it. We've got speaker over here and a microphone and a single knob here and a really nice screen. And it's actually called the BW-GTS3, a 1.96-inch 680 milliamp hour battery in this puppy. Available from Banggood. Got a link in the show notes for you to head over and pick it up. And look at that, 35 bucks. Now, if the price has gone up when you're looking at this is all happening around Cyber Monday, Black Friday time. So the prices are really low. But check and see if I got a coupon for you. If it's a little higher than that, can bring it back down. We try to do that for you whenever we can. So, we got 75 days standby on this and all the typical things that come with it. Let's break it all down for you. Bluetooth 5.3 in it. And, of course, it's a Bluetooth calling device as well, so you'll get good, strong signal, good, high-fidelity sound out of it. You've got Defit as a tethering app. We've reviewed that many times. These are the different languages supported by the app and by the watch itself. As we talk about, Bluetooth call and heart rate monitor, blood pressure, blood oxygen, sleep monitor, all the typical things we've seen. Wait, there's more. You got multiple sport modes in this one. Your step count, calories, all that stuff is done too. In terms of applications, a built-in music player for you that can tether to Bluetooth to your phone. The camera control, weather in your area, stopwatch, alarm clock. We'll look at all of those things too. IP69, 5 atmosphere waterproof. Very, very cool. And with Bluetooth calling as well, that you can take this thing and swim with it. That's nice. 75 days standby we mentioned with that beefy battery. Charging tape, 3 to 4 hours, so make sure you leave enough time for charging on this one. It does a nice slow charge on the battery, it looks like. And other things, the band and the case and so forth. So, inside the box, continuing, we have another little box. And in this little box, we've got the charging wire. It is a 2-pin, magnetically coupled, a lot of them are going this way, charger that you got to get the right way. It won't let you plug it in backward, like so. And no, not strong enough to hold the watch, but the watch with that battery is pretty heavy. Anyway, it works, charging the watch. And the band itself is really nice. It's a silicone rubberized band, plain on the back, but very attractive on the front, the way it integrates into the body itself. It almost looks like an integrated circuit to me. Last thing we'll do before we play with it is take a look at the user's manual. Here's the instructions. Wow, this one folds out a long way. We've got the location of all the different things on the watch itself, and we've got the different activities that happen when you swipe the screen. This is the link, the QR code for the Defit app. Make sure you pick it up through the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, as opposed to just going directly and downloading it off of the internet. That way it's been checked for any Trojan things or problems. You can connect the watch this way, as it shows here, for getting it linked for doing both Bluetooth calling and working with the app. And then basic app operation is listed here as well. Now, we've got more, all the different functions. You'll be seeing these, but if you want to read more about them, just freeze frame your YouTube and enjoy yourself. And there we go, the manual. All right, now let's play with the watch. Now it's got a bold silver button on the side here. We're going to press and hold it. That should activate the watch. It just vibrated, giving it a moment while it boots up internally. And vibrated again. I know you can't feel that. And then there's the opening watch face. When you slide down, you get to all the different controls. Your battery power, do not disturb. This is where you can add e-cards in here because it has the NFC function going. Your power mode, your overall brightness, full bright to dim. Look how dim it can get. It's amazing. We'll run it about half brightness for our presentation. You got a built-in flashlight in here and your overall settings, which include a lot of different things. Your display capabilities there. We saw brightness. Auto sleep can be changed from 5 to 30 seconds. Your watch faces can be changed off, and we'll show you a few of them. Here's another one. We've got in display your menu, so you can have it in a text version like this, or a whole variety of different ways. The bubble, honeycomb, the parallel, the grid view are available. Yeah, they really highlight a lot of different ways of looking at your apps in the app drawer. We'll stick with list view because it makes it easier for us. You have favorites that you can add in here, like your stress level and so forth. And you also have the quick view, which is you twist your wrist to see the time that you can turn on or off. In the app, you can set that up on a schedule, so it will do it when you want to and not when you don't want to. Vibration and ring is here. You have the ability for when a call comes in to vibrate only, vibrate and ring, or just mute completely. And intensity is strong or weak. That's about it. And it's a big difference. The strong is considerably stronger. You can feel it. Phone calling, you can activate from here. And when you activate phone calling, you have audio Bluetooth, which you can separately turn on. So if you're going to stream music from your phone to the watch, make sure you have both of them on. Do not disturb mode, as you can see, a low power mode. Yep, your basic phone reset, and your overall system for restart, power off, and reset the entire device. And then about tells you that it's the S3 model. And that's everything in the settings, which we got to from swiping down. There's no other pages of information here. That means that you are paired to the phone, so you can do what you want to do on there. In terms of smart faces, we'll show you a couple of more. Here's another nice analog. Shows you the relative edge-to-edge layout of the watch, which is really good. Another one like that. And then this is one I downloaded from the store, a simple one for nighttime. Tells you the hour, and then you see the analog version or dial hands showing you the exact time. And we're back to one that you can customize any way you want to, and they even have this animated face as well. Swipe up, you get notifications sent from your phone, and when you go to the right, you're getting into all of your activities, which we'll come back and take a look at. Going to the left, you've got your daily step count information, calories burned, distance traveled, the hours you did it, and yes, Uncle went on a brisk walk. Yeah, look at that, almost 2,000 steps today. Huh. That should last a week for me. Here's your last night's sleep time, and you have the breakdown, and boy, I got 5 stars. Good sleep and a walk. I'm doing great. This shows you the way, oh no, I'm cracking up. I hadn't noticed this. Woke up. I don't know how many of you guys are like, I've heard the word woke, but they're using it everywhere to mean negative, it's a bad word. So woke up. Anyway, I think they mean wake up, or how long you were awake while you were asleep. Fortunately, I'm not woke. Look at that, 0. REM sleep, light sleep, and restful or deep sleep. This is great because it gives you the full breakdown of all of that you're seeing in the chart. And of course, you can reproduce that chart when you tether it to your phone and move it over there. Here's your data for, I don't know why, for sleep over time. But it's empty right now. Maybe if I take a nap or something, it would show up there. Come over here, we get heart rate, and it's going to use your green diodes in the back. When you tap that button, it starts taking a reading, see there? And it'll show you your minimum, maximum, and you've got your continuous heart rate in this watch, which is really good, and shows you where you are currently. Here's your blood pressure, and it shows you your last 7 readings for blood pressure. And here's blood oxygen. We're going to activate that, and that uses the red diodes, more advanced technology. And I'm not seeing the last 7 readings on that. Maybe it has to be off. Yeah, I haven't done it yet, so they would show up there. Here's weather in Fahrenheit or centigrade. We put Shenzhen, which is where these are made in China. And then there's your forecast information as well. And I believe it's showing you the current conditions in the background. So if it's raining, that whole background would change. And the favorites that we already looked at is where you can add other things like your stress level. And you tap that and it'll measure it. It's on a scale of 0 to 100. So far, I've been a maximum 76, and last night while asleep, I guess 22. And yeah, it does. It shows you the 24-hour breakdown of all of that. Your highs, mediums, normal. Really nice. Good presentation for stress. And you can add a remote shutter as well if you want, or not. You can take all these things off if you're not going to use them. Okay, we've covered all of that. We've covered all of that. The button just takes you into your apps or out, and you can get to your apps by sliding. Either way you cut it, here we are. You got activity. This is your step count stuff. Last night's sleep time, heart rate we saw. Exercise now. These are all the different activities you can do, walking, running, cycling, and so forth. Swimming was in there. You got quite a nice list of them. And you can add them. See down at the bottom, you can even add more sports if you want to as well. Then you got your exercise records. And I did an interesting walk. I said 25 minutes total time. Yep, 2,100 steps. There's the data that you get right on the watch. And you get more data on the app after you transfer it over. Blood pressure we saw, blood oxygen, stress, weather, phone calls. This is where you can set all this up. Your recent calls, a dial pad, and you can transfer contacts over to make and receive your phone calls. You got a music player right here, and this is what it sounds like when we play music from the phone through the watch. Here we go. All we got to do is hit the play button when we're connected. And you hear it? Okay, it's a bit on the soft side, and I have the volume up all the way, I believe. Yeah. Let's try a different track. Okay. Well, the speaker's right here. You can cover it and mute it. It's not as loud as I had hoped. It's not a really loud one, but it is playing. So your phone calls, most likely, you're going to need to hold the watch up to your ear or close to your ear to be able to hear it at a proper volume, because this is up all the way right now. And then after music player, the remote shutter, a breathe in, breathe out relaxation thing, I guess. Stressed. If you're stressed, you're going to be breathing faster, and so it'll go faster, I guess. And you can also do one falling asleep. Nice. And you can go from 1 minute to, wow, 10 minutes? More? 13? Wow, 15 minutes. This is new. I haven't seen this. Okay, very nice. You got a stopwatch, which we always test to see if you can leave it, and it'll run in the background. So far, it doesn't look like it. If I pause it and I leave it and I come back in, it resets to 0. So it doesn't run in the background. Very rare that we find that it does. You can set alarms, do countdown timers in here, and of course the flashlight. You have a game, the 2048 game that you can play on this one, a built-in calculator that's really tiny digits. I'm used to seeing bigger digits than that. I'm not sure it's hitting the, yeah, I guess it is. Okay, can you see it? It's there, but it's a little tiny. But you do have percentage, and that's new. We don't see that on calculators on watches very often. Cycle tracking for the ladies, where you are in your period tracking is available. Find your phone, and again, overall settings, and we already looked at all of that stuff, so that's pretty much it. Now, as for the app, Defit is what you're looking for. That's the icon for the download. When you get it downloaded, installed, and set up an account and tethered to the watch, it'll look like this. You'll be on your opening page. It shows you today. It starts out with step counts, and it gives you the complete information here. Doesn't look like we can jump through it, though, by touching. You've got your totals, your active activity, and a weekly status, and your 7 days performance, and so forth. So good stratification of lots of data there. Last night's sleep, I told you this has a much better display. You can see it all broken: deep, light, rapid eye movement, and awake time. Sleep quality score, I hit 100 on this one. Look at that. There's your average heart rate. It dropped down a little there. That might have been when I rolled over or something and didn't make good contact. And then there's some others. This is a previous watch we were reviewing, so it keeps all that data going as well. And some other information that ranks you against other people, against your sleep. 9 hours, 9 minutes in bed total. Wow. All right. Heart rate. Now, we've got two kinds. This is the instantaneous rate. This is continuous heart rate. Come in here. You can do a measurement. See your last 7 measurements show up down here. Continuous shows you a chart and shows you where your breakdown is in minutes. It's been for me in light for the entire time so far, and it drops down whenever you take the watch off to 0. You got your blood pressure here. The last 7 readings are on here, and you've got blood oxygen as well. And any of these you can do an instantaneous measurement if you want to. So good handling of all of that. Here's stress. We were taking a look at that on the watch. That's pretty interesting. Really low asleep, and then throughout the day so far it's come up like that. Shows you currently where you're at. Again, you can take an instant measurement if you want to, and your last 7 trends are on there. And that's it. The second tab will take you to a page, shows you exactly where you are on a Google map, and you can execute a training program, walking, running, cycling, those kind of things, and employ the GPS in your phone while tethered to your watch. So that's a pretty nice integration that you can get your track if you want to. This gives you your information on the specific watch, the S3. You have all different watch faces. This is the one that you can edit. Here's the ones that are installed. This is the one I downloaded from the face gallery, and here's the whole gallery itself, broken into all kinds of different suggestions here, and each of these expand out to even more, so you have quite a few different faces that you could look at. In terms of new, since we show these all the time, here you go. Some of them you'll see from the different sections come back in here as well. But very colorful, very robust. You can load one at a time. You can have as many as you want to download, though. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the face gallery. Notifications you set up here, find your device, alarm, shutter, cards. We've talked about this many times in reviews of this app. Others, your time format, auto lock, twist your wrist to see the time and the valid period you want to have available. The control of your music, the different scene mode, weather information, health information is all in here, ladies' physiological stuff, including the calendar itself. So you can actually use this calendar within the app to do all of your basic tracking and show you your percentage information as well. Drink water. You can reset everything if you want to come back out of here. This is all about you, your profile, your goals, and you could tie it to Google Fit, and that's about it for that one. So yeah, the Defit app is pretty robust. It gives you a good idea of your data when you take a look at it. So once again, it's the BlitzWolf watch, the S3. You can change faces simply by twirling the knob if you want to. It's a robust watch. It's definitely a beefy one. Got a big battery and long life. It even has its name on the buckle. It's a pretty decent watch. I recommend it if you're interested in that. Only thing was the sound is a bit low if you're going to be using it to stream music or make phone calls. You might need to have it a little closer to your ear. It's available from Banggood. We've got a link in the show notes for you to pick it up if you're interested. And yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon.